Hey everybody, it's Claudia. So I want to tell you a common objection I got to see firsthand, and I face it over and over again, right? There's people, when a family member gets a premium kit, there are people that are overjoyed, and there are family members that are not overjoyed, right? So my cousin's husband was like, listen, I am not crazy about these smells. I'm not crazy about that diffuser, right? And I said, I want to tell you something, because my husband used to be the same way. And I just want to tell you what a common denominator is between you guys. I said, you guys are blue collar workers. He goes, what do you mean by that? I'm like, you work with cars, you work at a hospital, you're exposed to a lot of toxic chemicals that get on your skin, get into your bloodstream, get into your system. So when you smell something good, something from the earth, it's a clash because oils push things. And he was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, a plug-in doesn't bother you, but an essential oil that's real would. I said, don't you think that's weird? And he's like, yeah, I do. So I was showing him how to use an oil for pain management, right? And I was showing him breathing it in as part of the pain management, which at first he was like, oh, good grief. And I'm like, no, just hold it up, take a deep smell, deep smell. And I saw him do it properly and put it on the location that was needed. And he saw a difference. When I spoke to my cousin privately, I said, let me tell you what else is making it hard for the rest of your family to be on board with you using essential oils. I said, your home is toxic. So, she is #1 homekeeper ever. Her home is beautiful. So when I said her home was toxic, she was like, what? I said, you have loads of toxic cleaners underneath your cabinets, right? You have plug-ins. She's like, I only have 2. I'm like, she had more. There was some in the bathroom. Your towels talk to me when I walk by. I smell them from a distance away. I know the brand and I know the scent. And she was like, wait a second. You don't use fabric softener? You don't use dryer sheets? You don't use, and I'm like, nope. And she's like, well, what does your laundry smell like? I'm like, my laundry smells like natural. Like, you can use vinegar for a rinse. When I said the word vinegar, you would have thought I said a 4-letter word. She was like, vinegar. And I'm like, or baking soda. I'm having different ideas, different suggestions. I said, the cleaner that came in your kit can replace every single cleaner that's underneath your cabinet. And she was like, really? She goes, don't you think it's expensive? And I'm like, no. I said, my 1 bottle of Thieves is $22, right? It covers me for a year. And I'm going to do a video separately on that. But showing people the first step, or helping people to understand, right? If they are used to the smell of Glade, your lavender in the diffuser is not going to be delicious to them. If your towels smell from outside the bathroom, because her towels smell, I didn't have to touch her towels. I smelled them, right? Your family's not gonna love peppermint. They're not gonna love, some do, but if you are saturated in your system, when an essential oil is introduced, it's like a clash of the titans. So starting out small to remove toxic chemicals, giving your body a chance to clean out or move out, because the essential oils will help move out some of that toxic stuff, and emphasizing the importance as to why, right? Because since my cousin and I are close, I know her health issues. She knows my health issues. I know her kids' health issues. She knows my kids' health issues. And I'm like, guess how much toxic chemicals and fragrance add to that, right? It has to be important to you if you're having trouble absorbing nutrients, if you're having hormonal issues, if you're having emotional outburst, emotional darkness, right? At times, it's so connected to what we surround ourselves with. I said, take a peek at the amount of people that are coming down with lung cancer that are not smokers. And it's not just secondhand smoke, right? There's some things that people are putting in their homes that are every bit as toxic as a cigarette. And so having that conversation, helping people connect the dots, you don't have to throw out everything, but let's start somewhere. Because it's not normal that our body would repel something that's natural, something that's beautiful, it's only a repelling thing that takes place if we're loaded with stuff that needs to be moved out for health purposes. So it was just such a nice eye-opening visit, and the constant support that new ones need is real, right? Emphasizing over and over, what is lemon good for? What is Citrus Fresh good for? What is Thieves good for, right? They got that premium kit. Give them different ideas on the uses and the benefits for the family. If you have questions, let me know. Talk to you soon.